to have no energy in that type of environment. We'll never play like that again. I promise you.
Whew, either Golden is upset or he's auditioned for the next Coors Light commercial. More on Golden, Owlsports right now. It's been a while since a coach has been all hot and bothered. Welcome to another edition of Owlsports alongside Tom Monfiletto. I'm Eric Polini. For only the second time this season, following the game, the Owls did not get to sing "We Have High Hopes." So what has the coach so fired up?
A more animated Golden than we're used to seeing, still upset days after that trip to Northern Illinois, especially with the team's defense that's ranked in the bottom of the conference in stopping the run. Lucky for them, Temple took on a Northern Illinois team equipped with Chad Spann, just the MAC's leading rusher.
No big deal.
Temple trying to get off to their best start since the Carter administration, ready to make a statement early. After Jaquan Jarrett forces a fumble on the opening drive, Matt Brown takes it, and he keeps his balance, runs in 25 yards for the score. Temple has scored the first touchdown in all but one game this season. Owls up 7-0 early in the first. Later in the quarter, true freshman Akeem Daniels from Kissimmee, Florida, takes the end around and says, "Kiss it is." Game tied at 7. Huskies quarterback Chandler Harnish deep in his own territory looking for a receiver, but finds a nice big peanut. Elijah Joseph wrestles him down for his first sack of the year. That's only Temple's 7th sack of the season. Late in the first half, 2nd and 20 on the Temple 45, Chester Stewart throws it up to Michael Campbell. "I want some soup." 17 yards to the Huskies' 38-yard line. 2 plays later, Stewart has time. Erod. Evan Rodriguez wide open down the sideline for a 31-yard touchdown. That's his first tutty of the year. Temple up 17-10, but the Huskies would come right back. Erod, take it from here.
Not a great day still for Stewart. Stewart, though, under 50% in completion. But the other quarterback, former West MAC Offensive Player of the Week, Chandler Harnish, rolling left, looking for Landon Cox. Zip! Tight window for a 10-yard pass, ties it at 17-17. He would throw for another TD in the second half. Second half, Stewart a chance to get even. He's got 6'4", Rod Streeter, all kinds of speed all along. Overthrows and Stewart troubles continued. More on that after the game. And Spann, one more time, we're gonna celebrate. Max leading rusher 100 yards on the day. T puts the Huskies up by 2 scores, under 8 to play. One more time for the Owls, the freshman Deion Miller, 6'5". This one actually a good throw. Miller can't hang on, and he's just gonna take it out. Golden, 4-16 in his first 20 games as head coach, and 16-4 in his last 20. Embarrassed, lack of energy, and embarrassed. Few choice words Golden used to describe his team. Coach, the most animated we've probably seen him all season. A look at Golden's luncheon press conference right now.
They know I'm upset, but listen, if they're not upset what they put on tape, then we have a problem. Maybe this is a wake-up call for our kids, and we got to get back to the basics, because right now we just don't look like a good football team right now. We don't play like a good football team, and we got to get back to our foundation. We block a punt, nobody cares. We block a punt, and there's no energy. They make a play, and the kids are running around like crazy. I can't believe that was my team out there, to be quite honest. It will never happen again here. It will never. I will never have a team that looks like that again on a Saturday. I promise you. There's no excuse. I mean, the same team that went into Penn State and played in that environment with 1 penalty looked mystified. Wasn't pleased with a lot of things. It's not just the corners. We're not taking the ball away the way we need to. The stats don't lie. Where we are right now on our 3rd down on both sides of the ball, we got to get that fixed. Any energy, we didn't have any passion, and we weren't very tough. We didn't play smart, and we didn't play with discipline. And that's it. There's no excuses. You're looking at the guy responsible, and I'll get it fixed.
It's homecoming this weekend in town. Dave Clausen, 11-year veteran in his 2nd year with Bowling Green, and in a similar situation as Golden a couple of years ago, trying to turn around a program. Of course, the Owls were the worst team in Division I football then. Now they're trying to protect a 9-game win streak at home against MAC opponents.
He was born in Liberia and raised in the brick city of Newark, New Jersey. He's a 4-year starter who was named the team's most improved defensive player in the spring of 2009. But Amara Kamara recently received a more distinguished honor for his work off the field. Neil Ross has the story.
Playing football is tough enough for just about any college student-athlete, but for Temple linebacker Amara Kamara, the gridiron sport pales in comparison to the obstacles of his childhood.
I always face struggles no matter where I've been at, and I'm able to overcome it. You know, from back home, from Africa, from Guinea, you know, it was that I faced that, you know, from there.
At Temple, Kamara is turning these experiences into ways to help others. He was recently named as one of 22 college football players to be selected to the AFCA Good Works team. This team is selected by the American Football Coaches Association and focuses on a player's accomplishments off the field. Kamara is just the kind of guy head coach Al Golden looks for.
He brought in guys that wanted to play. He brought in tough guys. He brought in smart guys that were willing to do whatever it takes, you know, to help out not just the community, you know, school-wise, football, and also personality.
Kamara's journey to doing good works in the community have only begun. The truth is, he wouldn't be here today without the influences of his grandfather.
My grandfather, I mean, he didn't have a lot, but he was able to share what he had. He was able to give back to, you know, people around him. So I might not have a lot, but also that's the same goal I want to have. So I mean, if he could do it, I could do it.
For Owlsports, I'm Neil Ross.
The Owls volleyball team's only conference win came against LaSalle this season, the worst team in the conference. Oh, and things not looking too much better against 18th ranked Dayton and perennial powerhouse Xavier. Let's check out the Xavier game. This one a little close. Owls trying to turn things around this season. Conference matches scheduled the rest of the way. This one gets by Elise Burkert, and the Owls going to take advantage of a rare error here on Xavier. And Burkert again. Here comes the error I was just talking about. And a point for the Owls. The Owls taking advantage of a rare error. The Owls had 30 errors on the match compared to Xavier's 15. And that one by Burkert again. The Owls drop the match 3-0. When you're struggling and the two best teams come to town, it's usually not good things. The Owls committing almost 60 errors in the games combined, 422 errors this season. They had 475 all of last season, and they're on pace for 666 errors at this season's end. Bad omens. Owls 1-4 in the conference.
Still mourning the loss of JT Noon to the MLS, the men's soccer team got off to a rough start, not getting its first win until late September. But as the conference season got underway with the matchup against St. Joe's, the Owls strapped on their kits and headed out to the pitch with a brand new attitude. Pick up the action in the first half, and that's just an absolutely mediocre save by St. Joe's goalie and pop singer Michael Moulton. 35-minute mark, Andrew Dodds puts it past Moulton to put the Owls up 1-0. That's actually your game winner, sorry for spoiling it. Second half now, Tyler Whitmer dishes it to Cody Calafiore, who has just an absolutely great head of hair. Owls up 2-0. Then Dodds getting involved again. Just a beautiful ball to Vaughn Spurrier, who gets it right past the keeper, slamming the door on the 3-0 victory. The women's footy players dropped a tough match to St. Joe's 2-1. Sophomore Alicia Jurkovic, the kids call her Sha, ripped a shot into the top right corner to give the Owls their only goal of the game. Temple drops to 5-7-1 on the year and 0-2-1 in the conference. The Owls play Friday and Sunday in Ambler, where apparently they're giving away Nikki Khan bobblehead dolls. The women's lacrosse team will play in its first Friends of Jacqueline Fall Classic this weekend. The Friends of Jacqueline Foundation was founded in 2005 and aims to improve the lives of families of children with pediatric brain tumors.
And Updates Brittany Gross has more on this foundation and how it's impacted the lacrosse team.
It's been 2 years since the women's lacrosse team welcomed 5-year-old Devin Lamb as the youngest member of their team. They adopted Devin through the Friends of Jacqueline Foundation, not knowing the journey they were about to embark on or the unique bonds that would form.
Things that I don't think any of us could have really counted on are the relationships that have been built, some more than others, with the players and the children, and certainly with the parents. Danny and Angela Lamb are truly a part of the Temple Lacrosse family.
Devin and the Temple Owls could not have been a better match. The friendships that were built and the love and support the girls had for her was endless, and in return, Devin was their #1 fan. While the Owls were battling on the field, Devin battled a brain tumor and sadly lost her battle with cancer just before their 2009 season. The impact Devin had on the team still carries on till this day. She changed the lives of the girls on and off the field.
I think the whole team realized, we don't have much time here, and it's really important, especially if you play a sport, you're in a position to help people, and that's really important.
The Lambs, Coach Rosen, and the team decided it was time to help out another child and welcomed 4-year-old Lily Atkins last April. And once again, a special bond had been formed and the magic of the foundation carried on.
Devin and Lily both think that we're all her big sisters, and it's really great.
The power of a team and the gift of love are truly what the Friends of Jacqueline Foundation is all about.
The Owls will head to Massachusetts this upcoming weekend and join 9 other Division I lacrosse teams in the fight to raise awareness for pediatric brain cancer. All the proceeds from these games will go to the Friends of Jacqueline Foundation, which is rapidly growing. So far, over 200 adoptions like that of Lily and Devin have been completed, and over 1,000 teams are still on the wait list. The Owls will play on Sunday, the 3rd day of this 3-game series. For Owlsports Update, I'm Brittany Gross.
All right, win. The Owls 4 straight to start the season. Only 2 wins since. Tara Nichols, Kaylee Keener setting up Katie Briglia from the corner. Slap, score tied. Okay, no clock graphic on this next one for you, but trust me, buzzer beater. At the half, 2-1. Temple up. Tom, you think a 2-1 lead is enough for Dalrymple?
Sure.
It's like TJ DeLeo in the open court on a breakaway. Owls wouldn't give up any points the rest of the contest. Settles here, icing the game for the Owls. Dink, boom. Owls, 4-1 with the win.
We showed you the Penn highlights from Sunday. On Friday, the Owls took on St. Joe's in the Atlantic 10 opener and came out on top by a score of 1-0. Junior Kaylee Keener scored the game-winning goal for the Owls early in the second half. Goalie Sarah Dalrymple stopped all 4 shots sent her way. Well, you know what I'm pumped about? Bridget Settles picked her up on my fantasy field hockey team.
Good pick. I like it, but TJ DeLeo is going to score big points this year.
It doesn't. It's a field hockey league.
You got to get them early. It's like you got to pick them up on waivers.
No.
A slam dunk in the open court this season worth 10 points.
No. You just
changing
ruined
the rules. 10
you
points.
ruined it. Why don't we fly into the nest? See how that goes.
No, TJ DeLeo. Passion buckets.
Crushing news for the football team. Their 2009 offensive MVP, Steve Caputo, will be out for the rest of the year with what has been classified as a lower leg injury. The junior offensive lineman also received the 2010 Comeback Student Athlete of the Year award. Caputo is one of the main anchors of that incredible offensive line. Definitely a huge blow for the Owls, who base so much of their game on their run game.
Bridget Settles is playing crazy. Named Athlete of the Week, and she's used to this, helping the Owls win 2 straight for the first time since the opening 4 games of the season, when the Owls rolled off 4 in a row. Settles 4 points this weekend, gives her 26 points on the season, leads the team in goals with 11, playing out of her mind. And the Owls ranked 21 in the nation. The FoxSports.com preseason men's basketball polls, the Owls finished with a 29-6 record last season and ranked 12th at the end of last season. According to the polls, the Owls will face 2 top 25 ranked teams this season. Villanova ranked 7th and Duke ranked 1st, both of those games away for the Owls.
Well, that'll do it. Enjoy homecoming weekend. Football taking on the Bowling Green Falcons. Dollar Dog weekend in Ambler should be good, Eric.
Looking forward to it. Thanks for paying attention, Mom and Dad, Uncle Joe at home. For Tom Monfiletto and producers Jillian Marshall and Tom Weisenbach, I'm glad I got that, and the rest of the Owlsports team, I'm Eric Pellini. See you next time. Remember, Passion Buckets, homecoming.
We'll miss you.
Do it.